Hey gamers, it's grindthisgame here, back with oxygen not included. And in this episode, I want to try to build a liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen setup. Funny story, I recorded last night. I tried to set it up. I messed it up terribly, and I didn't feel like I could release that episode. So this is attempt number 2, and I've pushed the microphone away a bit from where I normally record, just to just let me know if it sounds too faint or too loud or whatever. But let's see what we got here. Omelets. I did do some stuff off camera. I had a slight food emergency. Food was going down really low, so I planted some more mushrooms. And I made some changes up here with the water supply. I added 2 aquatuners in here. So they take water from a sieve at 40 degrees, drop it down 14 degrees, drop it another 14, comes out here at 12-ish, 13-ish. And feeds some sleet wheat here. It's a tiny little sleet wheat farm. Before they were manually watering it, now it's automatically watered. And it's a little bit risky to use kind of 13-degree water here because it goes into these planters and gets really warm. But because I got enough wheezeworts here, it's actually keeping up with the warm water. And wheezewort should really be in hydrogen to get the full benefit, and I'll probably redesign this later, but I just wanted some extra emergency food. I got a bit of a cough, so I'm muting the mic a little bit here. Okay, so liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen. Oh, I don't think I've showed this off yet. This is kind of a prototype of what I want to do. It is an aquatuner that's cycling super coolant, which I got from space, and it's cooling down this gold volcano. And I've got some temperature regulation here. It kicks on if the temperature is above 3 degrees, which is on right now, I guess. Yeah. Yes, so it's actually, all the super coolant is going through the aquatuner, going in at -1, coming out at -15. And as this heats up, it heats up the water into steam here, goes to the steam turbine once it's hot enough, destroys a whole bunch of heat, generates a bit of electricity on the way, and then these 2 wheezeworts are here to cool the steam turbine. You can see it's in operation here. It's generating about 30,000 DTU of heat at this power. I don't know the exact formulas for how the steam pressure versus steam temperature relates to the power output and heat output here. I'm sure someone's done some math and found out the formula, but if we pause here and hover over heat production, we can see power generation waste is 26,000 DTU. And yeah, so more pressure and more temperature makes this thing run hotter and gives more energy, but also makes more heat, so you'd have to have more cooling. So there's diminishing returns. But it's pretty good at destroying heat. But that's just to cool the volcano, and I'm going to actually set up in this area here my liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen setup. Now I've made a sealed room with a liquid lock here, and I've used this pump here and this pump here to suck all the air out of here to make a vacuum. So vacuum is kind of necessary because things will get messed up otherwise. It took many cycles to suck all the air out of here, but the steam turbines are going to go here. I'm going to do 2 steam turbines. I don't think 1 is enough to delete all the heat. Then we're going to have 2 aquatuners in this little room to cool supercoolant, and then 1 will be for hydrogen production. I'll do up here, and then oxygen on the bottom. And I've got some hydrogen lines and oxygen lines. This one's actually not hooked up. I should probably hook that up before we get going here. I'll do it after, actually. And then I've got them going into these gas valves, and the gas valves are off because I don't want the gas to go in yet. So we'll start with the steam turbines. Let's do that first. And we're going to make them out of steel, that's fine. It won't get too hot in here. These things won't even run over 100 degrees, so... Now this thing is, if you're wondering, it's 16 wide on the interior. And how tall is this? That's hard to see. 5 high. And I have to actually seal this in. Ideally, you'd use ceramic everywhere, but I ran out of ceramic. So I'm using igneous rock on the exterior, and then some places I'm using ceramic. So let's seal this box up here. And I'll partially seal this. Now the reason this is open 3 tiles, and this was originally 3 tiles wide. If it's 2 tiles wide and you're trying to create a vacuum, the gas gets stuck in there. It needs 3 tiles to kind of wiggle its way out. So after I cleared the vacuum, I actually built this stretch here and this stretch here, and this is all ceramic. I'll put in the description, if I remember, kind of the materials needed to do all this stuff. Okay, so let's up the priority here of these, and I won't go super speed just yet. So we need to get hydrogen in here at some point, because that's the most effective cooling for Weezwarts, is to have hydrogen. So what I'm going to do is get this close to hooked up, but I'm not going to hook it up just yet. And do I want granite? Doesn't really matter. So we'll get it partially built here. I don't want any gases in this vacuum until all these rooms are sealed. Now these steam turbines have a liquid output, so those are going to go down here. Now what kind of pipe should I use? I did rehearse this. I did a practice run. It took a long time. Hopefully I can get this done in under an hour. Okay, so I'm going to use, I think, I might as well use insulated pipe here. And I'm going to use ceramic. How much I have a decent amount left. It doesn't have to be ceramic the whole way. So okay, we'll do igneous rock down to here. And then the last final bit of pipe, I will use ceramic. And the reason for that is that this room gets really hot, and we don't want any water turning into steam in the pipe or it'll break. So ceramic for the last little bit here. It's probably unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now these liquid vents, I'm going to make them out of thermium, because this room gets mega hot. Like that. Now for the aquatuner setup, let's do that next. Under utility, aquatuner, we're going to build these out of thermium because this room gets super hot. So you need 1200 thermium for each one. And where exactly do I want to place this? I think I'm going to go one in from the center here, with the input on the right. Is that going to leave me room for everything? I think so. And then on the other side, we'll do like with the input on the left. So we rotate it. I think that'll be good. I didn't actually make a drawing or anything. I'm just doing this from my head, from memory, and hopefully I don't mess it up. So while they build those, they need separate power because they're 1200 watts each. So this power line will connect to that one, and this one will connect to this one. And I'm going to use... Did I use thermium for this wire? I don't think so. Gold, and it seemed to work fine. Yeah, I don't think it'll ever get like super hot in here. Overheat temperature 1000. I don't think we'll get ever anywhere close to 1000, but just in case. Don't want things to break once you seal it all up, because then you're hooped. Okay, I'm also gonna do some liquid reservoirs out of thermium. Now these probably aren't necessary, but I'm doing them anyway. And I've kind of boxed myself in already. I think I might move the aquatuners over a little bit here. So we're going to put one here. And the other one... Okay, I got to move my aquatuner over one. I'll move them both over. Move this one right one tile and this one left one tile. Now the reason for the The reservoir is to kind of average out the temperatures of the supercoolant that we're going to be running through these two loops. These two bottom chambers, like I said, are going to be for liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen. Hydrogen is going to be on the top here. Okay, so let's get those. Don't take my thermium away just yet. We're not done yet. So that'll go there. I want one tile in between the reservoir and the aquatuner. And over here, I want that to be right there. I kind of want it to be symmetrical, so that'll be like that. These ones you can't turn around without a mod, so... Oh, that has to be thermium. If it's gold, it might melt. So let's just see, that'll go there. Iron ore, no, 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 no. Why did you use iron ore? Because I told it to. Am I out of thermium? What? I don't think I'm really out of thermium. I should have a lot left. If I don't, I'm in trouble here. Well, this thing overheats. Let's just double check here. Maybe they don't need to be out of thermium. Overheat temperature 125. If it's out of steel, yeah, it's not. It has to be thermium. What about these guys? Where did I run out of thermium already? I think it's not quite true because I built this in practice and I had enough thermium, so something's gone wrong here. Oh yeah, there it is. Maybe they just didn't have it. They had it stored in a container or something. I don't know. Okay, let's put that there. I don't know how. Maybe it was. I don't know. The game was confused. Okay, power. I have to put that here instead. Okay, we're going to put some piping in here. This is where things get a little bit tricky, and this design is by LifeGrow. He's a YouTuber, and he mainly streams on Twitch now. I came up with a design similar, but I didn't use these reservoirs to average out the temperatures, and I think it helps. Okay, these have to be ceramic. Should be ceramic. But first of all, I'm gonna fill these containers up with some supercoolant. I'm gonna probably put 600 kilograms of supercoolant in each one of these, so that I have enough in each to do a loop. Okay, so I have some supercoolant in this container here, and you can tell I tried this already because this supercoolant's all super cold. So let's take a pipe. This will be like a temporary pipe that we deconstruct after. I think I'll just use igneous rock. That should be fine. That's kind of cool everything down on the way here, but I'll be taking this back out after. And I want it to split somewhat evenly, so I'm going to do a bridge here. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to remove this pipe after. So this one will go into here, right there. And this one will go into that one there. And I don't want it to start flowing yet until they've got it all built. I'm going to use super speed a little bit here just so they can get this done. So how much do I have in here? I have 1800 supercoolant. You don't probably need as much as I'm about to use, but I want to make sure there's enough so that both loops work. Now the top loop is shorter than the bottom loop. There they go. Okay, that's all done. Slow things down a bit and we'll connect this and we'll get, like I said, about 600 in each. The first time I did this I used about 500 and I didn't have quite enough in the bottom loop. Ideally, there'd be a little bit more in here. But, oh, actually, we got super coolant flowing here. Okay. Speed things up. And it should be splitting evenly. And we'll wait till we have... There's going to be more on the left. Or sorry, more on the right. Even though I want more on the left. Wait till we have at least 500 in one of them. So the left one's going to fill first. Okay, let's slow it back down. And... I don't want it to overflow. So what are we at here? 500. That should be good, right? Oh, I'll use a little bit more. Doesn't hurt. Okay, that's probably enough. Oops. So, what I want to do is take this bridge out. So that it stops flowing. Actually... How did I do this last time? I can't even remember. But we'll take out the bridge. That'll stop the flow. I should have put a valve on here. Now we're putting way more in than I need. Oh no! And everyone's sleeping. Yeah. Note to self. I just used all my super coolant. Okay, that didn't work very well. Anyway, we wasted some super coolant there. That's not the way to do it. We got some excess in there. Not the worst problem to have. I'm going to stick a bridge on the end of this just to clear this line. So if you're going to do it, put a liquid valve on so you don't put too much in. I just did. And I want to get this line out of here as well. I guess I'll just empty it with a bottle emptier here. Since this tank is empty anyway. And they'll empty it back with this bottle emptier right here. Actually, I better turn that off or they're going to just chuck it back in the system. There's a lot of steps to this. It's easy to do in debug mode, but it's a little bit slower quite a bit slower in non-debug mode. Okay, are they gonna get this? Let's get rid of this pipe, we don't want it here anymore. And this bridge can go... Actually, all these pipes, all these input pipes should go. Like I said, they're temporary just to get super coolant in each one of these. And let's do a higher priority or they'll never get it done. Gene, what are you doing? Work. Always be working. Okay, I'm going to trim this pipe here a little bit. I don't want that to be regular old pipe. This was where we'll add water to get steam going at some point. Okay, here comes the exciting piping part of this. I'm gonna slow things down here while I build it so I can concentrate. Okay, so super coolant's gonna come out of this liquid reservoir and go into the aquatuner, but we're first gonna put let me just think here. I'm not gonna put the exit just yet. We're gonna put the input like this. And we're going to put a bridge here. I'm going to make this out of ceramic. The mistake I made in my last attempt was to put bridges across this insulation layer, which was only one wide before. And it was conducting heat, so it kind of totally messed things up. So we're doing a bridge like this. And I'll explain why in a second. Sorry, my mic is muted. So we're going to put a liquid pipe thermosensor right here. It's going to detect the temperature of the supercoolant right before it goes into the aquatuner, because we don't want it to be too cold, otherwise the supercoolant can freeze while it's in the aquatuner. So that's what this is for. And that automation will be connected to... I'm going to use thermium for this. I've seen automation wire melt, so I'm going to use thermium. And then we'll set this to a temporary temperature so that it cycles through. So if it's if the aquatuner is disabled, it'll go up this way. So we'll have to build a little piece of pipe that's kind of hidden behind here, from here to here. So it's going from the input to the bridge up here, and then it'll come out this way. So if the aquatuner is enabled, it goes in the aquatuner, out this way. And if it's disabled, it'll shunt up through the bridge and come out this way. And I'm going to do it. This is going to be the output here. And hopefully I'm doing this right. I really should have drawn it. This messes me up every single time. This is where I messed up last time. So let me just think here. It's going to come through here. It's the merging of the pipes that's a little bit weird here. Okay, I think we're going to go... Well, let me think about my cooling loop here first. That's going to come through this room. I need room for the other cooling loop, so maybe I'll build that one first. Okay, let's do our sensor here. Liquid thermosensor. Why did I build this so far away from this? I don't know what I'm doing here. What did I do this for? Oh man. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking there. Oh, this is totally in the wrong place. So this is easier to move. Okay, good. Because it's not done yet. Okay, that's coming out. Why did I build it there? Anyway, it's going over closer to that one. I don't want the aquatuners to kick on just yet. That's why I'm not connecting up the pipe. No, don't go away with my thermium. Okay, that's going here. 39. And we'll do the pipe here. So the output's in a slightly different place. This will be ceramic. That's going to go over into here and eventually go in there, but we want our sensor first. Liquid pipe thermosensor out of thermium. Now I'm going to set this sensor to activate if above this really crazy high temperature, which it's not going to be. It's going to be minus 127. That way it should shunt through and not go into the aquatuner. Okay, what is it saying here? Empty pipe. Okay, I think it's safe to send it in. If not, it's going to fry this whole area. This is the thing. You don't want this thing to turn on until you're ready. Hopefully this works. Cross my fingers. Yeah, it's disabled. Same thing over here. We're going to use automation wire. Thermium from here to here. Set this sensor to above crazy temperature. Now let's do this cooling loop first. And now I can't build into the center part here. So I actually have to rip out this wall here temporarily. Right here and right here. So we're going to build a cooling loop on the bottom first. Make sure this is all good. I think it's safe to put this one now. Make sure it's disabled. Yeah. Oh, it has no power. Gold should be fine. Okay, I think this is looking good. We're getting there. So first cooling loop, oh, I have to actually build this bridge thing over here as well. Ceramic. That. Ceramic pipe. It's gonna go up into there. Down here. It's gonna merge into here. And this is all ceramic. It's going to come around here, go down here, insulated, all insulated, and then we're going to use radiant pipe in this room here as a radiator. I'll go along here, and I want to leave room for a pump on this side. So the wall's going to be coming along here. Yeah, here's the wall right here. We'll make sure it's ceramic. Well, we can't close it up yet, but the wall's going to be right here. So we need a pump to get the liquid oxygen and hydrogen out, so I'm going to build that. That can be out of pretty much anything. I'm going to use gold amalgam. And we're going to stick that right here and right here. And then we'll continue this loop along here. This is the cooling loop. It's going to go up to here. And then, oh, I'm out of ceramic. How can I be out of ceramic? I had so much of it prepared. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, we're going to use something else then, since we ran out. I will use igneous rock, I guess. It's not as good, but it'll work. It'll be insulated tile here. And this is going back, and it's going to go to the input here. So it'll come down here, loop around here, cool this all down, and go back into our reservoir. And once that's all hooked up, it should actually start flowing. It won't flow through the aquatuner, but it'll start flowing. And later on, I'll probably double up the insulation on the left-hand side here. So we'll do something similar in the bottom loop here. And the pumps that take the liquid oxygen and hydrogen out, they need automation or regulation. So we're going to do hydro sensor out of gold right here. And right here. Hook that up. It can be anything. I'll use gold right here. Because it's just going to be cold, not hot. Okay, we got super coolant flowing. But it's not being cooled. Not yet. It's just going to go in a loop forever. And hopefully we have enough in there to have a full loop going here. Let's slow it down. Yeah, it's working. So it's hard to see, but it's shunting up this way. Into the bridge, down. And just looping. It's not doing anything yet. It is going to cool this area down, even though there's no gas in here, so it's not really cooling. Okay, these pumps need power, and we got 1.44 kilowatts on this thing, so I'm going to use gold to connect those two. Now we're going to build our second loop, which has to go through this area here. But before we do that, let's close this up. I'm out of ceramic, so we'll use igneous rock, I guess. Ceramic's better. We got at least one row of ceramic here. I think because I doubled this up since my last build that failed. That's why I ran out of ceramic. Actually gonna go to the base and I'm gonna get them to build more ceramic here while we're doing the project. Okay, ceramic. We're gonna build a ton of this. Let's do 90. I got lots of coal, got lots of clay. And we're going back up top here. And I have autosave disabled, so I'm actually just going to save now at this point. Okay. Continuing on. Our second loop. Now this is going to be radiant pipe. Out of gold. That's going to come along here. Like that. And it's going to return up top there, and I think I can do it to there, no problem. And we'll do insulated. Oh, we got a little bit more ceramic there, but I'm just going to use igneous rock. Along here. That's going to go up into that reservoir. And I've messed this up already. This has to go like that. Okay, the reason you have to have this automation off to start with is that the aquatuners will kick in. They're in a vacuum, so they'll overheat like almost instantly, and you'll have problems. Okay, so this should start flowing in a second here. I do want to clear all this crap out of here, so I'm going to do a sweep order. Just to remove this stuff out of the way. We don't want anything inside when we seal this thing in. Okay, the other loop should be flowing, and it is. Okay, that's good. Okay, now for the next kind of part, which is a little bit weird. These pumps, they're going to be moving oxygen out of here, but they, if the oxygen sits in the pipe too long, the liquid oxygen or liquid hydrogen, it will freeze in the pipe. Sorry, it'll turn into a gas in the pipe. And it'll break everything, which is terrible. We don't like that. I don't have enough ceramic yet, so I'm just going to use... well, we'll use ceramic for this little portion here. So we want this to go in a loop up to our rocket, fill the tanks, and come back down and dump back into the room. And did I leave enough room for a vent? I did not. There's no room for a vent. This loop is too long. Actually, the vent no, the vent can't go there. It's broken already. I messed it up already. I could do a bridge, but I have no place for a vent here. I extended this too far. Do I have any wiggle room here? We got a little bit left extra, so maybe I can do this. Let's do this. We're gonna leave room for a vent there, right there, and then this can come around here, like that. And then we can empty this. If I empty it, it's probably gonna... I'm gonna release it out, and then we're gonna mop it up. So I'm gonna put a little tile here. so that it doesn't spill into our water lock. Making mistakes, making mistakes. So don't make your cooling loop that long or you won't have room for a vent to get the liquid back in. Okay, that's built. I think we can safely do this. And once they do this one, we can mop it up. Okay, let's mop this up. Yeah, it's super cold. Get out of there. And it's safe to put the super coolant back in this little pond here. So they should take it all and stick it in there. Okay, now we have room for a vent there. And I don't want to use a bridge here. So I'm gonna reroute this as well. Gonna move this up to there. Move this to there. And then we're gonna drain this little piece here. Okay, which way will it flow once that is built? I don't know. But I think it's safe to remove these. And we'll have to mop it up. How many mistakes can I make? That is the question. Yeah, you guys are not happy about that. I realize that. Okay, we're gonna mop that up. Top level first. So I had a failed run last night when I recorded. Then I practiced it and got it working off camera. And this is my third time doing it. And I'm still messing it up. I really should have made a drawing. That would have been the way to go. A drawing with measurements and everything else, but that's no fun, right? Okay, time to sweep all that garbage up. Don't want any of that in there. Okay, now we have room for a vent here and here. Let's do that. That can be anything. Under plumbing, liquid vent, gold amalgam's fine. Like so. This will be to bring the super, or not the super coolant, the liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen back. So what I'm going to do is build a bridge here. Right here. And this will just be to loop. It can be out of anything here. I'm going to use igneous rock, I guess. And insulated. I don't have enough ceramic, so I'm just going to use... it should be ceramic, really. I should have made a ton more ceramic, but... Well, for now, we'll just use igneous rock and hope for the best. That's going to come around here. You know what? I'll do igneous rock to there. To there. Then we'll do ceramic for the rest of the way. Hopefully I have enough for 8. No, not quite. We'll just wait till they make more, I guess. So that's just going to do a tiny little loop just to cycle the stuff through. And then later on, this loop will go all the way up to the rocket and back. And you want the liquid to continue to flow, otherwise it'll turn into a gas in the pipe, and you'll have bad problems. Okay, so what else do we need to do here? We need to get steam. We need to get hydrogen up in here. That's got all power hooked up. I think it's safe to seal this room up here. As long as we got a way to get the hydrogen in, yeah, we can connect that after the fact. Let's get these out of the way. Where's that going to drop? On the top. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to seal this up. Igneous rock. Once it's sealed, we can start pumping hydrogen into this room. So that's going to take some time. How much more ceramic do I have here now? Oh, a little bit more. Okay, that'll loop up here into the vent. And we're going to send hydrogen in here now. That'll start to get nice and chilly in there. And is everything done in here that we need to do? We need to be able to get water in here. So, and I want this to be... This one I might actually use insulation, because I don't want any... This room will get really hot, and I don't want this pipe to burst, so I'm going to use insulated insulation for the last little section here, right here. And we'll do a vent out of thermium right there. And then once we seal it in, we can connect the pipe. This valve is set to 0. Good. We got new printables. Might as well see what that is. Steel. Okay. Good, good. What just happened? Why is there super coolant on the ground? What the heck happened? Was that on the ground before? I don't understand. I don't understand what just happened. I thought I mopped all that up. Where did the super coolant come from? Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there. We will try to mop that up again. Oh, it's continually going to be coming out of this vent. Okay. Let's nick that pipe for now. That's all cleared out. Mop that all up again. I'm pretty sure I had mopped it up. Maybe I didn't. It's possible. Maybe I hooked something up wrong there? That? Oh, maybe that was connected somehow when I removed that? I'm not quite sure what happened there. Okay. More mistakes. Mistakes are fun. Mistakes are how you learn. Okay, we're gonna sweep all that out of there. So that should all be empty. This better be empty now. Pump should be empty. Contents. Supercoolant 0 kilograms. That's a little bit worrying. I'll hook that back up again. Contents. Supercoolant 0 kilograms. Oh, this game. Okay, that can be igneous rock, that's no problem. We're gonna do the same thing down here, a little bit of a mini loop. And I really should disable this. So if the current pressure... above 2000, that'll never be true. Same thing here, above 2000. We don't want these pumps to work just yet. Oh, I just saw some liquid flow through it. What the heck? Where did this come from? Where is it coming from? It must have been stuck in there. It said 0 kilograms. How much is actually there? 13 grams. Oh, maybe it rounds. Oh, well. Okay. Work out the kinks before we seal it all up. Same thing's gonna go on here. Up to where the wall is. Just gonna be right here. And then ceramic the rest of the way. Actually, insulation the rest of the way. Actually, ceramic. And I've ran out. We'll wait until they make a little bit more. The world's slowest build. Okay. We got hydrogen overpressure here. That's good. That's cooling down. Let's double check our work here. That should move over there. Hopefully I've connected this right. I'm a little bit worried it's going to get messed up and it won't know which way to go here. But worst case, we can crack this piece back open. That's not the end of the world. But will we be able to repipe this? Probably not. Hopefully it just works. So we got 2 loops, in, out, up, yeah. Okay. A little bit more ceramic, we can finish that off. A little bit of super coolant in reserve, each tank, that's good. And then we need hydrogen and oxygen lines to go in here. And this should be out of insulation or ceramic as well. Because you don't want it turning into liquid in this pipe. How much insulation do I have? Not a whole lot. Doesn't need to be insulation, but I'm going to use it anyway. Since we're waiting for ceramic. 400. This stuff's precious. That's going to go right to there. And we'll use a high pressure vent here. So that's where the hydrogen goes in. And then down here, do something similar. Insulated. Actually, it probably doesn't need to be insulated if it's super, or insulation, but we're going to do it anyway. How much do I have? 1800 left. Oh, oh, they're making more of it. Or are they? Anyway. That can go straight across here. I ran out of it here. 200 left. I think I'll have to use ceramic the rest of the way. Ceramic should be fine. Famous last words. Okay, that goes there. This comes out. I swear I prepared for this video. It shouldn't be this complicated. It probably isn't. Oh, what did we run out of here? We didn't really run out. It's saying we ran out, but we didn't. And where did all the super coolant just come from? Where does it keep coming from? Was it in the pump? It's disabled. I'm losing my mind. Was it in the bridge? Okay, take this away. Take it away. Where does it keep coming from? Was it in the bridge? Maybe it was in the bridge. Same thing as the other one. Very strange. Okay. How much is in each bottle? A few grams. Okay. Is there something I'm missing here? Is there some vent that I built where it's mysteriously coming from? I don't think so. Okay, double check that. That looks good. We got our hydrogen line, oxygen line. And I gotta remember which one's on which side. Okay, I think it's safe to seal this up. And we don't have to actually add some hydrogen or oxygen just yet. So that's gonna be ceramic. We got gas input. We got liquid output. We'll be able to extend off this bridge for our loops. Okay, that's good. Then we'll seal this. We'll add some water and we'll turn it all on and hopefully it just works. And hopefully no mysterious supercoolant appears again. How much ceramic do I have left? Am I out? I am out. It's kind of needed right here, because this is going to be very hot. Let's go make sure we're still making more here. Maybe bump the priority up. Yeah, it's still being made. Let's make another 50. 60. Oh, I want to show you an interesting bug with the game. Check out this rock granulator, and look what's inside. Look what's inside. Fertilizer, abyssalite, igneous rock, pinch pepper nut. They just put random crap in here. This is a major bug. I reported this about 6 months ago. They haven't done anything about it. The same thing happens with the algae distiller, I think. I think it's the algae distiller. There's other devices where the dupes just put random crap inside. Very weird. I want to show you something with solar power too while we're waiting for that ceramic to be made. Up here. So I used to just have a straight line of solar panels, but I started to build a bit of a pyramid formation here. And you do actually get a little bit extra power when you do this. And the reason is that when the light is shining at its brightest, it's 80,000 lux. And that actually powers these solar panels to quite a degree when you get 80,000, even though they're obscured. So right now it's getting 158 watts, even though it's getting blocked out partially. So if you build a little pyramid like this, it actually gives you more energy than you would with just a straight line. I tested it, it actually works, it's legit. And you can extend the pyramid even down even more. So like a panel underneath here, and you get even more power. So, oh, it just went off. Doors are closed, no, light, stop shining. Oh, it's nighttime, okay. New printables, let's see what we got. Did they give us some insulation? No. Okay, now we should have enough ceramic to finish this up here. Just enough. And we'll cross our fingers. Something was probably wrong, but that's my confidence level. Close to 0. You can put regulation, you can put some doors under the Weezworts to control whether they are enabled or not, but I didn't bother. Okay, come and seal this up. We'll add some water. And hopefully it works. Okay, we'll set this valve here to something like, I don't know. We'll go full bore. And we'll connect this pipe here, add some water. Hopefully this water is actually hooked up to something. Yeah, it should be, once they come and turn it on. build the pipe. It shows that the pipe is there. Okay, they just had to flick the switch. Okay. That's insulated, yeah, good. Okay, we added some water. We can add more later, but I'm going to turn it off for now. Just want a little bit in there. Make sure they turn it back off. Come on, dupes. Flick the switch. I think I had this as a high priority. Flicking switches. There we go. Turn it off. Okay, it's off. Got some water in there. I think it's safe to turn this thing on. And I'm going to do the top one first. And we're going to set this to negative. If it's above negative 100, or above 0, we'll start. Did I miss anything up? Did I miss something? Oh, current temperature. We got to go below that. So minus 140. There we go. The aquatuner is working. And it's still shunting, even though some of it's coming out. That's what I was a little bit worried about. So some of it's coming out cooled, and some of it is coming out here. I think this should have gone from here to here. And then down. But we've sealed it all up. But if I leave it like this, it's not going to work very well. It's getting blocked. So we're not going to get full cooling with this the way it is. Yeah, if I go from here to here, it's still going to get blocked up, I think. But maybe not. I think it's supposed to go from here to here. But can I get back in there? It should be easy to go back in there and fix this. Okay, like that. And then we have to go in and remove some pipes here. And I don't want this to get too hot. We have to mop up that water, turn this back off, if above, if below, if above. I think we can fix it from the bottom here. We're going to go in here. I'm going to have to fix this one as well. So it's going to go like that instead. Back in we go to fix the errors that I made. You'd think it would be like not a huge difference, but it makes a big difference. Okay, this has to go, and this has to go. And we have to mop yet again. Get in there. Okay, and then this has to go from here to here. Yeah, that should work. Okay. 39. Do some mopping. They're mopping. And let's Sweep all that crap up. I don't think it... Do I have anywhere for that gold to go? Yeah, there's room here. Okay. I think that'll work better. We shall see in a second. Except for the sour gas oil boiler, which some people have designed, this might be the most complicated thing you can build. Well, maybe not. I'm sure there's more complicated things. But it has a lot of steps. Lots of places to go wrong. Especially if you mess things up like me. Okay, that's safe to seal back up. We'll do that. Let's check that this is working now. So we're going to set this to above minus 150. There we go. No pipe blocked. That's what we want to see. So it's going through the aquatuner without any blockage, so we're getting full cooling. Every single packet here is minus 124, going in at 110. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, this one, same thing. If it's below minus 150. We'll adjust these later. I just want to get this thing going here. These will get really hot. The water should turn to steam and these should kick in. Okay. Speed it up. Now we're not really cooling anything. So the supercoolant should just get colder and colder here. I think it's safe to add some gas, so let's add some hydrogen to the top one. I'm gonna add, well, we'll go max flow. Same thing with the bottom one. Okay, hydrogen's going in. Getting nice and chilly. The oxygen should... Oh, the oxygen line is not hooked up. Let's fix that. Okay, the output has to go around this way. How am I gonna get around there? I've made a mess of the piping. Okay, we'll go like this. That does have to be insulated. We'll do it insulated. Got lots of igneous rock. That'll come out here. Over this bridge, up here, around this corner. And then we'll bridge right there. Take that one out. Okay. Is that all reachable? Nope. Of course not. That would be too easy. That would be too easy. Okay, so the... Oh, we got steam. We got steam turbines going. That's good. Heat production, 20,000, 14,000. The water's going fast. The steam pressure is 9 kilograms, so I'm going to add a bit more water here. I don't know how much exactly we need, but let's turn it back off. Okay. Not much steam in there. It has to get a bit hotter first. Okay, we got oxygen yet? No. Can't reach that. Can't reach that. How are we gonna get in there? Well, I don't really need these tiles here. Will you be able to reach that one? Get rid of this tile. Get rid of that tile. I think it works. I think it works. Nothing is broken yet. Now we just wait for the temperature to go down. Okay, so the bottom one is, or the top one's for hydrogen, and hydrogen, it turns into a liquid at 252. And I'm gonna look at my notes here. Yeah, my notes are like just a complete gibberish of mess, which I can't really read. So we don't want the supercoolant to freeze. It freezes at freezing point minus 271. So we don't want to go below 271. If I set this to minus 255, that'll make sure it goes to this thing goes down by 14 degrees. So minus 255, minus 265, minus 269. So we won't turn the supercoolant into a solid. That'll be good. Then otherwise all the pipes will break. And the hydrogen actually turns into a solid at a certain point. At minus 259. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on this. We might have to adjust this up slightly. And the oxygen loop. Did they get the oxygen in there yet? What's going on here, guys? Unreachable build. Okay, let's get that tile out of there. I have a small risk of my water freezing here. It's getting pretty chilly here. Okay, anyone able to get there? They should be able to stand here. Maybe. Maybe not. Take that one out. Take that one out. Finish the pipe! Okay, how are we doing here? We're down to minus 187. Oxygen 1, we want the oxygen to turn into a liquid, and it turns into a liquid at minus 183. So, before it goes into the aquatuner, it'll be around, what am I trying to say here? Let's just do minus 180 for now. They still haven't done anything here. Anyone? Maybe they couldn't reach that. Okay, now they can hop up here. Maybe. There they go. Now they can get up there. Okay, build the freaking pipe. Okay. Oh, we got hydrogen in there. Look at that. There's some hydrogen in that pipe. I think I even knew that. You know what? How am I gonna get that out of there nicely? I'm just going to vent it out. And then we'll clear that out of there. Oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen. Now is that going to clear out of there? It's a comedy of errors. Actually, before we build that... Oh yeah, we gotta clear out that little 0. That 0 kilograms is not really 0. I actually don't know how it decides. Oh, it's overpressure. Okay. We'll do this. We'll get rid of that packet. And 0 kilograms. I don't believe it. I think that's not true. If a little bit of hydrogen gets in there, is that going to cause a ruckus? Better safe than sorry. Let's just remove this. Get 150 kilograms of oxygen going into the air. Unusable. Okay, let's rebuild it. Okay. And this vent can go. Okay, we got liquid oxygen. Yay! And liquid hydrogen. That didn't take very long. It's like low pressures in there. Actually, that's pretty high pressure. I can't even add more. Oh, we got solid hydrogen. Whoa. That's not what we want. Okay, it's a little bit too chilly. Super coolant 2 minus 257. I think this can go up slightly. 253. And then, yeah, that solid will turn back into liquid. And now we can test this little loop we got here. Let's change the regulation on this to if above 50 loop. Sorry, if above 10. There we go. So there we go, we got liquid hydrogen looping through the pipe. That'll slowly cool this pipe down, which is good. The pipe is right now 44.2 and it's going to go down in temperature. And because we're looping it, it won't sit in there and cause the pipe to break if it turns into a gas while it's in there. Okay, the actual stuff that's in there is at minus 253. So yeah, if it was sitting still in there, it could turn into a gas and break. And our oxygen we have to hook up. I don't know why I used insulated pipe here. Unnecessary, but... Oh, the good thing is that it's working. It is working. Let's change this to above 10 or 20. Get that loop going. Yeah. I like it. These will kick on and off depending on the steam temperature here. These are just to absorb the heat. They're not to generate power, even though they will. They're just to destroy the heat built up here. So both are bypassing right now because things are too cold. But they'll kick on again. There they go. It's working though. We're getting liquid oxygen and hydrogen. This just stopped because we pumped a bunch of oxygen in there. Now you can pre-cool this. Oh look, I insulated that, but this is not insulated. Anyway, you can pre-cool this with wheat worts, but it's not really necessary. This will continue to cool. This will turn back into a liquid. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. All it took was 2 failed practices. Oh, actually 1 failed practice, 1 good practice, and then 1 somewhat failure slash success. Success, yes. Okay. That's all I wanted to do this episode. Later on, next episode, we'll have a loop go up here to fill these 3 liquid fuel tanks. This will be the hydrogen, and the liquid oxygen will go in this oxidizer tank. And I've got 3 research modules and 2 cargo containers, and that'll allow us to get to... my telescope is gone, so I can't go to the star map. It'll allow us to get to the planet that's farthest away, 110,000 kilometers away, if we fill all the tanks. I guess I didn't rebuild my telescope. Is that possible? I guess I forgot to. We will put it back. It doesn't need to be hooked up, I just need it to be able to see the map. We got some drainage here, drainage issues. I probably want to build a petroleum rocket just to get regular cargo from the kind of closer planets. And the hydrogen one will be for going to all the way out here. Here. This ice giant. The gas giant's pretty cool too. It has natural gas and hydrogen on it. We have a 50%... Oh, tier 5. 20% chance of getting a tier 5 artifact. Anyway, we'll do that next episode. It'll take a very long time to build up all the hydrogen we need to go to that planet. But we'll do it next time. I'll let their game run. We'll store up a bunch of hydrogen and oxygen. And we'll be good to go next time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you all next time.